Yes, these are those same kittens. Doing a little bit better, I see. This particularly is the same kitten that bit me so badly and tried to murder me so evilly just a month ago. We're just about recovered. This one here still has a bit of wheezing when he breathes, though the vet thinks that's probably going to be chronic forever due to damage from herpes, and if not, it should recover on its own. It hasn't gotten worse after a full week of no antibiotics, and we still have a few days left. The eyes are totally clear. We do have a scratch on an eyeball. I don't know if you can see that. On his right eyeball, we have a little scratch, but that one is scarred over, so it's not in serious risk of infection. In a human, we'd probably transplant in a new lens, a new cornea, eventually. But that would be an expensive procedure that would really be pointless on a cat. Well, any cat. Especially for such a minor injury. Such high expense, and frankly, it's a dangerous procedure. So, there's this one. This is as loose as he's ever been. And this is his brother. Now, he's a lot more conservative when it comes to humans. He still likes to curl up in the corner. I haven't quite gotten to enjoy being anywhere yet. Let's see if I can see. All we have now is the eye. Now, I haven't updated in a while, but that eye, it turns out that it was all bloodshot and ulcerated and so forth. It turned out that it had what's called a chlamydial conjunctivitis, which is very related to the bacteria that causes chlamydia in humans. Yeah, no fun. We almost lost the eye, but after speaking to a specialist veterinary ophthalmologist, we put him on an antibiotic that actually there was none of in the city except for at one clinic. We put him on oxytetracycline, which is right here, also known as terramycin. Well, you'll have to trust me on that. I don't think it's very clear there. Terramycin from Pfizer. Now, this is a medication that has been totally discontinued for humans and is totally run dry in my country, in Israel. There was one vet who had some expired oxytetracycline. And although expired tetracycline is very dangerous, it's only dangerous if it reaches the kidneys, and it ain't going to reach the kidneys through the eye. So, although there may be reduced efficacy, we decided to use it anyway on that one eye. If it damaged the one eye, well, that one eye was almost lost anyway. So there was really no way to save it besides giving it this shot. So I drove over to that vet. I took a cab there and back. I picked up the antibiotic and we started putting it in the eye, and within 3 hours we started getting an improvement. Chlamydia is not, well, the antibiotic I'm using before just does not touch chlamydia. Chloramphenicol does not touch chlamydia. So basically, now we have an antibiotic that works for this. And I don't know, I just put in the ointment so she's closing her eye a bit. But if you can see there, although it still doesn't look like a great eye, the size of the big red-white area on the eye has shrunk significantly, and the eye is no longer swollen shut, which is really important because now we can breathe and, you know, let off dead bacteria rather than just keeping them inside. So we have here 2 healthy kittens, and I expect to release them within a week. I'm going to have a lot of trouble with that, and I really hope that they come back to say hello. Anyway, before release, we have one more checkup, a vaccine for both of them, which I'm going to give them on Sunday. So they'll be just about completely vaccinated by the time they're released. And because at their age, they no longer need to receive multiple vaccinations. It would help, but I'm not going to hold them here for another 2 weeks just so they can get vaccinated. Hopefully I'll be able to catch them again in a few weeks, but, you know, I can't guarantee that. I've given these cats the very best chance. Now, there's a big hailstorm and rainstorm coming this weekend, so I'm certainly not going to be releasing them this weekend. And as soon as the weather clears up, I think they're going to be out of here. I want this guy's eye to improve just a little bit. But that's it. That's all we got left. Now, I know he seems really depressed and unhappy. But as soon as I put him into his cage, he starts running around and jumping around with his brother, and they play with this ball all the time. Anyway, I'm going to see if... Right now I'm doing a bit of socializing and trying to get them used to human hands for a really simple reason. I want them to come back. I've just noticed something. This cat has a broken tail on the very tip, but it feels like it's really old. I'm not going to focus on it. A lot of cats have that. Let's see if his brother has it. Maybe it's just some kind of genetic thing. Now his brother's tail is clear. You can see how much this cat trusts me now because he turns his back on me while looking at, well, while looking at this. So this is it. I'll probably be posting just one more video on release day of the cats being reunited, well, with nature. I haven't seen their mother in a few days. She's probably moved on now that her kittens have grown up, and she thinks, you know, three of them have died, when in fact I've saved those 3, and another couple of them have died, but they were a huge litter. So by saving these 3, I've really done a lot. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody.